Getting found, SEO, GEO, and AI search. If you've heard that SEO is dead, ignore the noise. It's not dead, but the game has completely changed. We're moving away from SEO, which is search engine optimization, to the AI version of GEO, generative engine optimization. Your customers aren't just typing keywords into a search bar anymore. They're having conversations with AI. They ask Perplexity for a summary, they ask ChatGPT for a plan, and they see AI-generated snapshots at the top of Google. If your business isn't the source that these AI models quote, you're invisible. In this lesson, we're going to use AI to help you become the authority that the algorithms and your customers trust. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to optimize for answer engines, structure content so AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini can easily read and cite your business. You'll be able to target questions, not just keywords. Use AI to predict the specific questions your customers ask before and after they buy. And leverage information gain. Use AI to find gaps in current content so you can say something new rather than just repeating what's already been said online. In search, there's been a big change from seeking the blue links in search results to being the answer. So here's the mindset shift. Old SEO was about getting someone to click a blue link to visit your website. The new SEO, or GEO, is about being the answer provided right in the results page. AI search engine prioritizes three things: direct answers. Can it extract a clear answer from your content? Authority. Is your business mentioned by other trusted sources? And structure. Is your content organized with clear headings and lists? If you want to be found, you need to stop writing wall of text blog posts and start creating content that answers specific questions directly and concisely. Let's talk about prompting for the customer journey. You don't want to just ask AI for keywords. You want to ask it to map the conversation your customer is having. AI search is conversational, so your content should be too. Let's say you're a business consultant. Instead of just ranking for business tips, you want to own the whole problem. Here's the prompt. In ChatGPT, let's see. I'm a business consultant helping owners scale past 1 million in revenue, act as a search strategist, map out the search journey for this client. We're taking the client's view, looking at their journey. What are the top 5 problem-aware questions they may ask if they feel stuck? What are the top 5 solution-aware questions? For each question, suggest a structure for the answer that would be easy for an AI, specifically like Gemini or ChatGPT, to cite as a source. Use bullet points, clear definitions, and data tables. Okay, so now we're talking about the customer's journey, not just keywords, but what would they actually say if they were looking? So here's the journey map. Problem aware, they feel stuck. Solution aware, they're comparing. Here's some questions they may ask, such as, why has my business revenue stalled around the $1 million mark? AI-friendly structure, header definition. Here's a list of common causes, okay? So now what you have is questions that your customer may actually be asking in a way that they may actually ask them. We would call them long tail keywords before, but now we're going beyond long tail keywords into the full sentences, the full conversations that someone may type into an AI search engine or an AI chatbot. Now, as we scroll down here, I like how it ends. It asks if we want to map out these questions into stages, such as product aware, most aware, and purchase ready. And that allows us to match it to the customer intent, which is really important because we want to know what kind of content we create for each stage of where our customers may be. So if their intent is they're ready to buy, we want to have that kind of content created. Same thing with they're just product aware. We want to tell them about the products. Let's just say yes and have those questions broken down into those sections. What do we have here? Before it builds assets, it needs one small clarification so the library matches your consulting style. This is good. You want AI to ask you questions about your expertise and your business. So which version does it want me to create first? Does I want it to create first? Website copy, AI search answer library, SEO clusters, lead magnet. Great. Let's just say number one, we'll just do website FAQ copy first. So now let's see if it goes to work. Great. It's making website FAQ copy. And it's giving me a question they would ask and an answer. Now, I could add my expertise to this and elaborate on it, and you should elaborate based on your expertise and your company. But now you have a pathway to what your potential customers could be searching for and how to create content to match that to show up in those search conversations. Next, we want to go for information gain. We want to add new information because AI models are trained on existing content. If you write the same generic advice as everyone else, the AI will ignore you. To rank now, you need information gain, which is adding something new to the conversation, and that's where your expertise comes in. AI needs to find what's missing, and you're there to fill that gap. For example, if you're a tax advisor, AI might tell you that everybody talks about deductions, but no one's talking about optimizing entity structure for specific asset classes. That's your winning topic if that's your area of expertise. So let's try this prompt. Analyze the standard advice currently available online regarding your topic, in this case, reducing corporate tax liability. Identify 3 specific angles, arguments, or data points that are commonly overlooked or missing from the top search results. How can I present a contrarian or more advanced viewpoint of this, right? Now, you know what to do. This gives you more ideas, but if you're an expert, you can add to these ideas based on your experience as an expert and based on what perhaps your business does. So it's going to look deep here. It's going to research and think, okay, let me find some gaps in here, some things that aren't mentioned as much. And then it's going to give us a list of additional ideas for us to talk about on top of what's generally already available. Okay, it's going to use the scaling a business past 1 million revenue as a topic, and it's going to look, it's already searched the web for things that have already been said. It also noticed what the current search results already say, and it's given us some angles, that revenue shape, not revenue size, what's missing. So it's giving us some contrarian angles. It's giving us some points of view. This, of course, will make a lot more sense for someone in this industry. It also gives a table of some things you could quote, and either you agree with them, you don't agree with them. That's your angle. Another angle here. So now you have several angles to either add your expertise to or to have a contrarian view and say, I think differently. That way you're adding more information to the internet and to results instead of just repeating what's already there. That's the point, is to add information that is new to you and your business that allows search engines to recognize that you have new information. By the way, that information is the human edge. Google and AI models rely heavily on EEAT, which is experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. That's why you heard me mention expertise and experience so much, because your expertise and your experience makes you different and makes you new, makes your content stand out. AI can write content, but it cannot fake experience. AI can explain how to change a tire, but only you can explain what it felt like when the lug nut stripped in the rain. Okay, that's a bit much, but that's experience. So the strategy is to use AI to outline and structure your content, then inject your I statement or I think statements. For example, in my 10 years of experience, ... or we saw this fail with our client last year because ... That's experience. Search engines are actively looking for these personal markers to verify that a human wrote the content. So let's recap. SEO is now GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. You may also hear AIO for AI optimization. It's about optimizing for AI answers and conversational search, not just clicks. Next, we map the journey. We use AI to identify the questions customers ask at every stage, not just standalone keywords. And then we look to add information gain. Fill in the gaps that aren't already there. Don't repeat the internet. Use AI to find the gaps so you can provide your unique value. And then finally, experience wins. Experience wins. Inject personal stories for that EEAT to prove that you are human. All right, here's your homework. Pick one product or service you offer. Use the search journey prompt from this lesson to identify the top 5 questions your customers ask before buying or after. Then go record a short video or write a LinkedIn post answering one of those questions directly. Be the answer that AI is looking for.